I must have gotten a bad cold, maybe because I was pushing myself lately. I have a headache and a sore throat. I even have a fever. When was the last time that I was sick like this? Come to think of it, I was often sick in high school. Why was that so? It wasn't that I was sick physically, just I am now. But I cried a lot, not because I was sick or hurt, but I think I cried even more because no one ever noticed that I was crying. I remember crying even harder and louder as if I was really sick.
It's because you're not taking care of yourself like you should be.
My mother thought that my body was just naturally weak. Looking back, I was fairly healthy, but my mum always blamed my weak stamina. She'd blame me for not eating right and exercising enough, and those words would always hurt me. That's not what I wanted to hear. She never once asked how and why I was sick. If she had asked, if she had shown some interest in me, I might have felt better sooner. Jisoo strode into my room. He hopped onto the bed and climbed onto my stomach. I could feel his weight. His eyes were sharp and pointed, but he's soft and warm. Feeling Jisoo's warmth, I slowly closed my eyes. Jisoo is a big eater and sometimes acts silly, but he's cute in his own way. Whenever something happens to me, he comes to my side just like now. Ow! I suddenly felt something very heavy pressed down on my chest. What? I can't breathe. Feeling suffocated, I opened my eyes and saw... What? Oh my god. A guy was on top of me. A guy of my age. What in the world? Black hair and golden eyes. A face I've never seen before. I definitely haven't seen his face before, but it seems familiar. How exactly did he get into my room? And where did Jisoo go? I could clearly hear his heartbeat. Where? Not knowing how to react, I simply stared at the guy on top of me, my mouth gaping in astonishment. Are you feeling alright? The guy opened his mouth. Before I could answer, he reached out his hand to touch my forehead. Oh my gosh! Who are you? I swatted his hand away. It's me, Jisoo. Jisoo? But that's the name of my cat. Does he want to say that he's a cat? Maybe I fell asleep because I was so sick and now I'm dreaming. That's it. I haven't imagined recently how it would be if the animals are humans. You call me Jisoo. The cat. Jisoo the cat. Yeah? How did a cat become a human? My voice was trembling. This is too much, even for a dream. How did a cat become human? Become a human? The guy who claims that he's Jisoo mimicked my words as if to mock me. You finally brought back my true self. I could feel his breath on my neck. He's so close to me. Too close. My heart felt as if it might explode. Get off. Huh? Get off me right now! I shouted, wriggling my body. I struggled with all my might to be free from him. Hold still! The guy firmly grabbed my wrist and put his weight down on my body so that I wouldn't struggle anymore. Our eyes met. I'm scared. Who is he? Where did he come from? How did he get in here? I was worried, you fool. What was he calling a fool? He gazed at me with serious eyes. Worried? Worried? Worried about me? No one's ever worried about me. My vision became blurry. Of all the times when I'm feeling weak and lonely, he was worried about me. But we've never met before. Did Jisoo really turn into a human with cat ears? My wrists let go. No. I'm not going to let go until you listen to me. I finally come back to my true self. I can feel my body shaking now. A cat becoming human. It can't be true. Are you really Jisoo?
I told you I'm Jisoo. I live with you here.
Is he telling me to believe that a cat actually turned into a human? But he's wearing weird clothes, something I've never seen before. Is he doing what people call a costume play? aka cosplay? And what does he have on top of his ears? Are those real cat ears? Black cat ears? Really? They do look similar to Jisoo's black ears. When I peered at them, I could see them moving slightly. What? Are they real?
This is who I truly am.
Then you are the real, genuine article, Jisoo. The real one, the one that was the cat earlier. You're my gluttonous cat, Jisoo. Oh god, I've been drinking. Because of the moving cat is in front of my eyes, I couldn't tell whether this was real or a dream.
Yes, it's the wizard who turned me into a cat.
The wizard?
Yeah, because the wizard and I made a contract. I had to become a cat in front of you.
So he became a cat with some magic. Makes total sense. It's like listening to a fairy tale. Then you are really the cat, Jisoo.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not an animal that lives in your world?
Actually, you never said that. You just said you were my cat, the gluttonous cat, Jisoo. You said you were my cat. You never said that you... Oh my god. What do you mean you're not... You're from another world?
I can't tell you that. That's the contract.
That contract sucks. Contract? What does he mean? I don't know. I really don't know. This has like gone like so weird on so many levels really quickly.
Don't worry about it. What's important is that I can now be my true self in front of you from now on.
I don't know how to feel about that. I really don't. No, that's not the problem. I can't believe that you're Jisoo, my gluttonous cat. The black and white one that was on the floor. That was on my stomach.
It's really me, can't you tell? Look at my ears.
Oh god, his ears twitch. They're exactly the same that Jisoo has. And Jisoo was lying on my stomach when this guy turned up. And he also has the same golden eyes. And the necklace. The necklace that he wears is definitely Jisoo's. So then, you really are Jisoo.
Yes, really.
He stared me with a serious look on his face. He doesn't seem to be lying. So, you became an animal because of some magic?
Yes.
And you're saying that magic really does exist?
Yes, it does.
It's like a fairy tale. It's hard to believe, but the Twinkle cat has convinced me. What's magic and where are you from?
I'm sorry, like I said, I'm bound by the contract. If I tell you, that's it, I'll be violating it.
Oh, for God's sake. This can't be happening. But it's actually happening in front of my eyes. So you're gonna be like this from now on?
I can go back to being a cat if you want.
Oh, my head suddenly started to spin. I feel dizzy again.
Hey, are you okay? Feeling sick again?
The guy asked me with a worried voice. And he let go of my wrist finally. I collapsed into the bed. Is he really Jisoo, as I thought? So I became less tense and started to have a headache. My head hurts and my face is burning. Am I hallucinating because I'm so sick?
No, you're not hallucinating, but it seems like this is making me more sick. I'll go back to being a cat. So get well soon.
I could hear his gentle voice as I closed my eyes.
By the way, I'm going to take some food out of the fridge if I get hungry.
He certainly speaks like Jisoo would, I thought, and the room became quiet. When I opened my eyes, Jisoo the cat was sitting right next to me. After seeing that, I closed my eyes again. I could feel Jisoo's arms right next to me. Feeling more relaxed, I fell into a deep sleep. Oh my god. The next morning, after that weird going on, I was hoping it was all a dream.
It was finally the next morning, after that weird dream, I'm assuming. The morning. Come to think of it, it seems like something happened last night. I suddenly remembered what had happened. I quickly sat up from the bed. Jisoo! I looked around and saw no one. Dream. Was it a dream? Yeah, it must be a dream. I stepped down from the bed. Despite having a horrible body ache last night, I felt much lighter this morning. I twisted my body around, but didn't feel dizzy at all. What a relief. Being sick messed up my schedule. What? When I stepped into the living room, I became speechless of what was in front of me. 5 pairs of animal ears. Animal ears? Good morning. Today is September the 1st. Then everybody just... turn into humans? This is too real to be a dream, but it's too much of a dream to be real. I didn't have to touch the 5 pairs of ears to know they are real. Completely discombobulated, I just froze. How? I'm in a muddle here. No words are coming out of my mouth. How can this be? Their unique clothes and exotic looks are certainly not of this world. Look! He gets absolutely flustered. What? He knows my name. Orange hair, mischievous smile, pointed cat ears. Is he Junior? He only looks about 18 or so. Maybe it's because of his orange hair, but he seems a little bit like a juvenile delinquent. Eddie. The boy with the white hair mumbled something in a quiet voice and ran towards the tall man. The tall man with the silver hair held the boy up like they were used to it. Jeannie and Jihei? So they were both males after all. Are you serious? She didn't know the one was a boy? That they both were boys? The white-haired boy, who I assumed to be Jeannie, is very poised. You seem shocked. The long silver hair and clear blue eyes, he must be Jihei. Seeing his rabbit ears on his head makes me feel like I'm dreaming. But he's like a moving porcelain doll. He's majestic. Dumb wizard. The man who last night claimed to be Jisoo grumbled. His pointy ears were twitching a little. Eddie, the cat has said damned. Please be prudent not to become like him. Okay. Jihei spoke in a small voice, but it was loud enough for Jisoo to hear. Tension arose between Jihei and Jisoo. I can hear you. They all looked like friends when they were animals. Maybe they weren't that close. Hey, at least we were all quiet when they were animals. A boy with speckled, spotted rabbit ears, just like the one Jisoo has, spoke. Cats, rabbits, they're all too noisy. You're a rabbit too. I'm different from the other rabbits. Can't you see my brown coat? They're just spots. You're just another rabbit after all. I don't want to talk to a carrot top like you. Didn't quarreling like this made my head turn in circles. All this is happening so suddenly. I have no clue what I should do. I have 5 guys in my living room. Hey, stop fighting. Can't you see you're making the food giver uncomfortable? But food giver? Is that really my name? Are you really going to be calling me food giver? You haven't learned my name by now. Wait, hang on. Gianni said my name just 5 minutes ago. Why aren't you calling me that? Good lord. A person who gives food, does he mean me? He must be me. It's a bit rude. Technically it's correct, but it sounds a little weird. The rabbit and the cat stopped quarreling and turned to look at me. I felt disconcerted with everybody eyeing me. Did everyone change like this? Yeah, the spell is broken. Everything they're saying is just too hard to believe. So are you going to stay like this from now on? even if there is such a thing as a spell, and even if these guys are aliens from another planet, though I highly doubt it, I can't have 5 guys living in my house, living together with 5. What would people think? What would the neighbors say when they find out? That can't happen. You're not happy we changed that? Genie's ears dropped. Oh, his eyes started tearing up. No, but the house is too small for 6 people, and plus? And what is it? What would other people think if they found out? Jimmy Cash is saying that things like gee, whoa! Good Lord, you don't need to swear! Gee, please, man. Good Lord, where did you learn this language? He said it, not me. Thank God they beeped it out, but I can assume I know what he said. Jimmy Cash is saying that things like beep and the beep might happen if we live together. I'm not going to say what he's supposed to say, because I know what he's supposed to say there. Oh my God. Gee, whoa! What? What did he just say? I'm going to need to wash his mouth with a bar of soap. Did I hear him right? I can't hide my shock. Eddie, what? No, don't copy him, sweetie. Just don't. Do not copy Jisoo. It's bad. Don't. Eddie, what does I mean? Well, that's... No! Wait! Oh no, I'm not having you both doing it. No, not the rabbits too. Hey, you don't have to worry about things like... Jisoo, no! Everybody stop saying the word! My face became so red that it was ready to explode. You're not my type at all, so don't worry. Oh, thanks, Jisoo. Thank you so much. That makes me feel so much better. That's not what I was talking about. It's unbelievable how you make such a rude remark so casually. It's okay. It's not to say that you're plain looking. Anyway, trust us. That is just so rude. I feel really assaulted with that comment from you, Jeannie. If you worry about having all of us in this tiny house, no one's forcing you. We're gonna stay as animals as long as nothing goes wrong. Tiny house? But it's pretty big for one person. My lady? Lady? Me? But I'm who I assume to be GA. Lowered his eyes. We'll do our best not to inconvenience you in any way. Does that mean they're going to keep living in my house? Wait, so you guys are animals or men? Well, we're actually, how can I explain this? Bunny? Don't ask me, stupid! We can turn ourselves into animals or humans, whichever we want. Wait, I cut you off. Where in the world are you from? Are you even from this planet? This is a drastic problem. This situation doesn't make any sense, but calm down, take a deep breath. But no matter how much I try to calm myself down, people are not supposed to turn themselves into animals. No, we're from, far away. Far away, where is that? Don't tell me. Well, how can I explain? Everyone suddenly became quiet. Don't tell me. As if no one wants to talk. It's as if I asked something I shouldn't have asked. They all looked at each other, hesitating to talk. Oh, don't. We can't tell you. Those are the rules. Oh, for God's sake. I hear that from Jisoo as well. Rules? What rules? Whose rules? Rules? What are you talking about? We can't tell you either. Why? Because those are the rules. Oh, God alive. Great. This is really frustrating. I have no idea who these guys are and where they're from. They won't tell me a thing. I have no idea what to do. I was living such an ordinary life. Why did such a thing happen to me? Why me of all people? What did I do? Hey, you don't like us? No, it's not that. Excuse me, I took care of you all this time, Jisoo. Even if you were being really awkward to me. But how can I so casually accept that my pet have turned into humans? Hey, food giver. You look so cute like that. I'm sorry, I had to point this out. Doesn't he look so adorable like that? She should look at me with a concerned expression. He looks so adorable. I like his face. He's like feeling really sorry right now. Oh. like the fact they've all got purple on them. Oh, but you're so darling. Why did you guys suddenly appear? Who left you in my room?
I'm sorry, but we can't tell you that.
Why? The rules. Oh, for God's sake, that answer again. Why me? Yes. Why is me of all people?
That's because...
Jisoo hesitated. I looked straight at him, waiting for an answer. Tell me, why did this happen to me?
You were chosen.
Chosen? Chosen by goddamn who? There's that weird voice I don't know about. What do you mean? Who chose me? Jisoo avoided my eyes. You can't tell me that either. Jisoo nodded slowly.
Don't get mad, please.
I'm not mad, I'm furious. I'm frustrated by the fact that they won't tell me anything. This whole situation is just too overwhelming. And it's not like I can talk to someone about this. Who's gonna goddamn believe me about my pets turning into like goddamn humans with cat ears and, rabbit ears? I might come to terms with it, provided they tell me everything, but they're all keeping their mouths shut like they have a secret pact among them.
You're not gonna throw us out, right?
Juni looked at me with his big, sad puppy eyes, regardless of the fact he's a cat. The right thing to do would be to kick these guys out and go back to life as it was before. I volunteered to take care of 5 small and helpless animals, not 5 guys. Though it may seem a bit harsh, I have no choice but to ask them to leave. Otherwise, I would never be able to return to my normal, boring life. Yes, I should go back to how things were before, as if nothing ever happened. How things were before. I won't have to waste time anymore, instead I'll be able to spend more time for myself. I can go back to my busy everyday life, but is that really the life I want? I remember how joyful my last 3 months in the company of the animals have been. Although I was busy and tired from school and after school, coming home to them relieved me of my exhaustion. I enjoy thinking about what activities I do with the animals during the weekends, not to mention how cute they were. And even if the house got a little messy, even if taking care of them took away a lot of my time, I enjoyed having them. With them, I laughed a lot. The animals, the boring day-to-day life became fun. The animals that greeted me whenever I came home are these people. They are those animals. Actually, I don't want to go back to how things were before. Hats. Huh? You should all wear hats or hoodies to hide your ears whenever you go out. And don't make loud noises at home. And during evenings and when there's nothing special going on, you should stay with animals. We can't have the neighbors suspecting something. And you're prohibited from coming into my room during the bedtime.
Forget it, you don't even have to worry about that.
That annoying cat. You may stay here as long as you follow these rules. Thank you.
Don't worry, we won't cause you any harm.
I meant trouble. I'm more concerned about trouble. Oh, thank you! Cool thing. But what's a hoodie? You seriously don't know what a hoodie is, Jiwoo? Oh, he looks so adorable now.
I don't know. Just say thanks, Bunny. Don't call me Bunny! Young master?
Yes, thank you. I guess this is how things will be before I can come up with a good solution. Animals that turn into human. No one would believe this. Not even myself. The day is over. I should take ours and have a fresh start tomorrow. Today is September the 2nd. Oh my god, what drama! I think we're going to end the episode here and yay! They finally turned into, people. Yay! So we're going to take, obviously, this is Jiwoo's route, but you want to know what, guys? I've done something special for you, and let me show you. Okay, as you can see, I've actually locked all the routes for you guys. We're on Jisoo's route, but I'm also going to cover Jihei, Jiwoo's, and Juni's route all at the same time. In fact, we're going to have multiple playlists covering all of them. I'm going to upload an episode for each one of them every day. That way, those that want to watch a particular route can watch the one they want, and they don't have to watch any routes they don't want to. And that way as well, we can complete the game faster as well, hopefully. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry if the voices aren't what you like. I do have to improvise as I have a cold and can't do my impersonations of male voices at the moment. But if there's a voice you don't like that much, do tell me and I'll try to change it. But yeah. I like this game so far! And it's my first visual novel! Sorry, I don't want to call this one. But yay, it's getting interesting! And you got me, Jisoo is really cute. I think they're all cute. But how rude was that? What they were saying? It's not as if you're cute or anything. And swearing, Jiwoo. Oh Lord, I'm so sorry for Jiwoo. Honestly, I don't know where he learns it from. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.